All right, everyone. If you were not here for the launch or if you need a review of phase one, I'm going to walk you through it. So, we're starting a project at this moment I am. It's all about who you are at this moment in sixth grade. So, we're going to explore your identity by reading articles, doing some creative projects and activities, within this bigger project. And remember, this is project based learning. So we're using this project to practice those really important reading and writing, communicating, and thinking skills that we would otherwise practice with Amplify or a novel or something like that. So we've got our vocabulary. Make sure you're practicing these. There's the pre project survey. If you haven't completed that, go ahead and complete it. The link isn't here. I will put it in Google Classroom in the project at this moment I am topic. What do stories teach us about identity? So that's what we're answering. Remember, your big overall question for the whole project, the essential question is, who am I at this moment? On slide 5, we are figuring out the subject and predicate, doing some practice. Where does this go? You can resize it. Is that the predicate? Is that the predicate? And then underline as it says, drag and drop this over the subject. What word is the subject? Underline the predicate. You can make it shorter, longer, all that kind of stuff. And then remember to also type things that you see or notice. You can type new words. If you're not sure what the word adolescence means, you can go ahead and type that word. You can define it so you know what it means. And then you explain what it does down here. It describes blah, blah, blah. So make sure you include this as a part of your work. What is social identity? We started to read this article. You're going to go ahead and finish it. Remember, if you're accessing articles and that kind of stuff, you're going to click on titles and open it all the way in a new, excuse me, in a new folder, new tab, excuse me. And you're going to fill in this information here. So you need an evidence example of what social identity is, and then you explain it in your own words. Do another one, explain it in your own words. The claim of the article. What is the main idea, the claim, the controlling idea of this article? Then you're going to read the titles of these other articles, and you're going to pick one, only one, to read. And the way I know which one you read is you drag and drop the little yellow box over the one that you think sounds most interesting and you choose to read. Again, we have the same exercise right here. What is an example of gender identity at the root debate? So, what's an evidence example of the claim of the article, right? We can work backwards from here. What is the claim? What is an example within the evidence? And then explain it in your own words. All right. After that, you are going to hop over to exploring identities. Now, we're going to start with establishing some vocabulary to talk about identities. We were exposed to some when we read our articles. Now we're going to look at specific words. We've got ethnicity, gender, orientation, religion, politics, education, ability or skills, relationships, language, age, occupation, appearance, beliefs, nationality or citizenship, and familial. Now, we have 15 different descriptions of identity. Those are certainly not all of them. These are some important ones that people use a lot, things that we will see in other articles that we read. You're going to pick one example of one of these descriptors from the article that you read. So you're going to go back into this article. If you read Third Culture Kids, you open that and you find one of these descriptors, and then you need to find an example of identity in the article that you read and then explain with these descriptors how that is shown in the article. So your text evidence is an example of identity, and you need those three descriptors. It shows ethnicity in this way, it shows language in this way, it shows familial relationships in this way. And then you're going to click on your Padlet or go to Padlet to the right period, and you're going to post your answer in the way Mr. O'Connor has it there. Your last slide is a quick write. Quick writes are just like we did with Amplify, and you're going to write to the prompt right here. Who are you as a friend? It says, who are you as a friend? That's what characteristics do you have as a friend? What kind of things do you do for others? What kind of things do you feel for others? What kind of people do you connect with? There's so many ways to answer this. I expect an entire page. You're going to make a text box to fill it in. And you are going to write for at least 10 minutes. I should see 200 words. 200 words as you write this. And then we will exercise some of these things over here. And apparently now we're done.